Hey guys, it's Rob here at Rob's Rod Shop. We teamed up a couple of years ago with Chris Peavy at Complete Turbo and built this little SN95 car. And it's a stock block LS kind of ordeal built by Kevin Mullins and the team up at TKM Performance. But for the last couple of years, we've had some issues with the car. When we first got the car together, I knocked the thrust bearing out of it. It's my fault. I didn't check converter charge pressure. So we sent the motor back to TKM, let them do a few things to it, got it back and put it back in the car. And then every time I tried to put power on the car, we eat a turbo. Every time. I mean, it would make 600 or 700 horsepower passes consistently, but as soon as I tried to put some big power in it, it knocked the turbo out of it. Well, the turbo's mounted on this side, part of a frame extension that comes out for the tubular front end. And then the intercooler's mounted on this side, behind this fog lamp hole. In between the two is one 3.5 inch piece of pipe with a V-band on either end. So it's all pretty rigid. Well, this past weekend, we decided we were going to take the car to a little street car event. So we threw a new turbo on it and took it out. But before we went, I cut the pipe right here on the other side of the turbo in that section and put us a rubber boot in between the two. So we go to the event, make the first pass on a 577 or whatever it was, just kind of trying to fill out what's happening with the car, make sure the turbo's okay, everything's working the way it's supposed to, everything went good. So we get back, turbo didn't touch down. I'm like, hallelujah, that rubber boot fixed it. We had some expansion due to heat or something going on, whatever, and it was killing it, kind of deflecting the housing, everything's good. So we get back, I put what I thought would have been a ton more power in it. We get back to the track, make a pass, didn't go as fast as I thought it should go. So we get back, went a 553 at 126, which is still, you know, a decent pass. It's fast for what you'd call a street car. So we get it back to the trailer, I get to looking at everything. Sure enough, the turbo's touched down again. So, but this time, it had actually pulled the pipe out of the boot and then had compressed it back together. So there was play in it, and you could see where that boot had slid down the pipe. So it was kind of crinkled up in between the two pieces. So that had told me that we still have something pulling on the pipe during the pass. It's not the pipe expanding, it's not anything else happening. Something's pulling on the pipe, causing the housing to deflect and cause issues to the turbo. So we go back and look at video footage. And sure enough, when you put enough power in this thing to get it to do a decent 60 foot, through about 100 feet of the track, the front end is twisted up just enough. It's picked up the driver's side and it's pushing down on the passenger side just enough that this solid rigid tube on one side is wanting to go up and the other side is wanting to go down. And because there's no flex in it, it's pulling on this housing that direction. So now that we finally have this figured out, after about 1.5 years of making passes and killing turbos, we have a bigger turbo ordered. We're going to move it up inside the engine bay. We're going to run some new piping, get everything tied up, and hopefully we'll be at the next 704 Outlaw race. We're not going to be able to make the first one, but we are going to make the second one, and hopefully this little girl will be running up front. But anyway, guys, just have a great day. I just wanted to let everybody know, do not rigid mount your turbo and intercooler across the front of the car with one straight piece of pipe and V-bands on either side. Some people will tell you it's going to hurt it because of heat expansion in the pipe or whatever else. It's not. It's just the flex of the chassis killing it. So just don't do that and everything should be fine. But anyway, this is Rob. You guys have a great day.